Today on this James Bike Guy, we're checking out a super simple and very comfortable hybrid from Specialized. We're checking out their 2022 Specialized Crossroads 1.0. It's the beginning level version of this upright and comfortable hybrid from them, and it's a pretty neat rig for a simple, no-nonsense ride. So we're going to go into some of the features and designs of this bike, as well as talk about exactly what it weighs. So go ahead and stick with me and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy what you see. The Specialized Crossroads series is a upright and comfortable bike in Specialized lineup. So this would be considered a comfort hybrid, and a hybrid is essentially a mix between the different styles of bikes. The road bikes and the mountain bikes that are out there, this slides right into the middle. Now, this particular bike, the Crossroads 1.0, is the more comfort-oriented one. Specialized also makes their Cirrus 1.0, which is a little bit sportier, more commuter-style bike. And then they make a Specialized Roll, which is a real fat tire, almost beach cruiser style. So this slots in the middle, a perfect choice for somebody who is wanting a bike to ride around the neighborhood or potentially take out to, a local rail trail, keep at their second house, or for a young kid that was wanting a bike but wanted to sit a little more upright and a little more comfortable. Now, these bikes will come in two flavors. This is what's considered the low step, meaning that this top bar kind of bends down, making it much easier to get up and over onto the saddle. They also make a version where the bar is going to come straight across. The size of the bike in front of us is a size small, and so the small, of course, means that this swoop is exaggerated, but as you go to the larger size bikes, that bar comes across a little bit more straight and looks more like a traditional bike. The other thing that's going to be neat and different about this particular one is this has 700C wheels. So that wheel diameter is the same with a road bike or with a 29er mountain bike, which means you're going to have very good rollover, also performance across some rough terrain, and Specialized is setting it up with fairly thick tires. So the ethos of this particular rig is certainly in that comfort style of riding, but still able to do, long days in the saddle if you're out on vacation, or a perfect rig to kind of take around the neighborhood and have some fun. Dialing into the components and the parts that make this roll, the Specialized Crossroads 1.0 is set up with a pretty neat drivetrain. So this is what's considered a 1x style drivetrain. Now on a lot of traditional bikes, they would have 2 or 3 rings up front, gears up front, and then a series of gears out back. This one runs 7 speeds and only 1 ring up front. And the reason for this is it's going to help make it much more simple to ride and a bit easier for a beginner rider to use. It does limit a little bit of the gear range. However, the back itself is an 11 to 34 tooth cassette size, so nice range to it. It's operated using this micro shift rear derailleur. And then up front, the crankset is going to be all aluminum with a 42 tooth chainring. And that means this is going to be plenty of climbing gear to it and just enough top speed gear that for, those longer rides like we were talking about, you'd have plenty of gear. Now, if you were to step up to the 2.0 version of this bike, the next more expensive flavor, you'll get additional gearing, which might be a good option if that's important to you. Now, shifting the gears on the handlebar is going to be through a micro shift shifter. It's got an indicator of 1 through 7 with a thumb button to go to an easier gear, thumb forward for a harder gear, and then your brakes are going to be operated using these alloy brake levers. Now the brake levers are going down to a traditional style rim brake. So this is grabbing right around the rim, another spot where higher end versions of this Crossroads will go to a disc brake. But so you grab the lever up top and you'll see they're going to clamp around the rim to help slow you down. Now cockpit wise, comfortable. That's the key here. So alloy handlebar with quite a bit of rise. You can see it comes up a lot. And then it's got a nice short and stubby stem. And then it goes back to a Specialized body geometry gel saddle. And this comfort saddle definitely is what it says it is. Nice and cushy. I do like the way these feel. And then it's mounted up on an aluminum 27.2 seat post that's adjustable in height via a little clamp right there. So you can loosen that. Saddle's able to slide up and down. And if you needed to change the adjustment, it's pretty neat. A 2-bolt style, which is among the easiest to get the adjustment set up. The last bits to talk about are the tires that are on the bike. As we said before, 700C, and the model is the Nimbus Sport. So it's 45 millimeters in width, which is somewhere in that like 1.7 inch range. I'll get the actual number up on the screen, but plenty of fast rolling, and it uses their black belt technology, which is essentially a very strong, durable sidewall to help rally against flats. So now that we've taken a look at this bike, let's go ahead and find out exactly what it weighs. The actual weight of the Specialized Crossroads 1.0, size small, comes in and weighs 27 on the nose. Thanks for watching this video on the 2022 Specialized Crossroads 1.0. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts on this bike down in the comment section below. Be sure to browse the channel to check out others, and hit that subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw.